going on, everybody? This is a reply to 78Sports about ducking. We're looking at one of the guys right here that's always getting ducked. Not him. He's the big man right there. He never ducks. This guy right there. Saad Lukman Toy is a very, very proud man. I respect him stepping up to the challenge and trying to be lineal champion at 122 pounds. He's not the ducking guy, but they duck him. Basically, ducking to me is basically when it can mean a lot of things, a lot of standards. Like you say, it was right. That is something I can't take away. So in this situation, we got Rigondeaux. I mean, you pretty much know why he gets ducked, because everybody knows he got the skills and talent to outclass you for 12 rounds or possibly knock you out. He got more talent than you. So if you somebody in another weight class and the fans want to see that fight, and that's like you put the best versus the best, and and somehow they should make the fight. So it's always to a question where one has to ask the other, the contract being made and stuff like that. So it's a very, very confusing, thing to call ducking. But basically that's ducking. Like, for example, like Mayweather versus Pacquiao, that's in a way you could say it's ducking, because every time this fight's supposed to happen, apparently it's Mayweather. But sometimes it's Pacquiao too, so I'm not gonna, it's between both of them. They both kind of, so we don't know what's gonna happen with that. We all know, like, we all want to find out who's the best versus the best in each division. So when one champion calls out the other champion doesn't try to make the fight or anything like that, that's considered ducking. And if you find other reasons to say about money, like you said, that's another reason ducking too. So ducking is very, very, it depends on who and what. Always. It always depends on who and what. Is Andre Ward, to me, ducking, getting ducked by Triple G? Yeah, in a way, yeah. But in another way, it'll be different if you, say, Ward come down to 160 and fight and get 18 knockouts in a row. Can he do that? It all depends on why should you fight the person too. But yeah, in a way he is clearly ducking. He already said that. So but we all know this guy definitely gets ducked. And look at all the belts he got back there. He's linear champion, and that's like a different story. He's ready to take anybody. That's a guy who doesn't duck. A guy that says at all times, I'll fight anybody. If you can make the fight, and if it makes sense and makes money for him, and more than any other fight, then he fights you. If it doesn't financially to some certain people's, because, people gotta understand. Certain times I think ducking has always been in boxing. And they call it, to me, high risk, low reward. To certain fighters, that's a high risk, low reward type, like Rigondeaux. You don't want to mess up your reputation losing to a guy like that. So why take that risk to make, a little bit of money when you could fight somebody else or fight 3 fights and get paid the same amount or even less or whatever. So that's ducking too. In a way you could say. Sometimes you're going to lose to a certain individual. So, and this guy's been on a terror run. Like, for example, Gennady Golovkin, if I'm a middleweight contender, yeah, I'm ducking him because I don't want to get lose, for cheap money. That's how certain people probably think, certain boxers. So that's ducking too, That would be a reason to say I'm ducking you. Talking about promoters, that's another way of ducking, because there's always ways to make fights. So ducking is a lot of things. A lot of excuses about TV and this and like that. you can't. First of all, if a champion got a belt and corner another champion, you know, he's responsible to take that challenge. And you know, this fight is gonna be pretty much simple. This is the reason why Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton, Chris Avalos, Kiko Martinez, Leo Santa Cruz again, because he's fucking always calling out, rigging out. And anybody else at 122 pounds. We even go to 126. Nicholas Walters don't want it with this guy. Nobody wants to fight that man right there with the orange and purple trunks. And he's about to finish this boy off real quick. Accidental headbutt and knock him out. But that's the reason why all these guys at 122 don't want to win. Oh, sorry, headbutt. So down goes Kokagen. And he's in trouble. So yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. You know. They don't want to look my Ying toy. So then I gotta fight them. And especially they're not gonna make the type of money they wanna make. You know, there's always excuses why I fight a guy, why guys are duck, because of this. Guys like this put fear. It makes you say, you know what, I'm not gonna fight you. Because it makes no sense. You got that, bro. And they'll go other ways. So, you know, that's a portion of what is ducking to me. Hope you understand. Right back, please. Thank you.